When I look at this waste, I just feel I have responsibility as a consumer and as part of this society to choose wisely on what I buy. You know, when I was throwing away my trash, I was feeling I throw them away, and I was thinking it's gonna disappear, it's going somewhere, or it's not on me anymore, the responsibility, because I throw them away. But when I look at this, I realize that there is no away, and it goes somewhere, and they're gonna stay here for many, many years.
Fast fashion is moving extremely quickly, and it's very detrimental to society, to the ethics of production and the workers' rights and women's rights. Also the environment with polluting rivers, with dyes and microplastics and polyester and all of these things in regards to the materials. So a good way to stop the flow of fast fashion is to boycott it.
Fashion sustainability in Cyprus is a very, very new concept. It's not something people are talking about. The main reason is because in Cyprus, especially after the economic growth in the 80s, we've been addicted to overconsumption and supporting international fast fashion brands instead of supporting local slow fashion brands.
I studied in the UK, where thrifting is very popular there, and people are aware conditions of fast fashion. So I learned more about the industry of fast fashion. I saw documentaries, I read articles, and when I came back to Cyprus, I started for a year Instagram and Facebook, the old classic thrift shop. And then after a year, I opened the shop here. Every 2-3 months, I am organizing the kilo shops. The main idea started to be like you can find, I don't know, a plain white t-shirt, and you can take it for like €1, €2, because it's by kilo. But now you can find everything. I mean, even leather from 80s, you can find at the kilo shop.
We started in 2018. It was like a little thought experiment. And then we started the swaps because we found that people were interested in sustainability. And I went on a couple trips abroad, and I saw that there was flea markets and events happening in London. And I went on a trip to Oslo, and I met a youth group that were doing swaps. And I said, why the hell not? So I went to my university, and I printed out tokens on the 3D printers, and I spray painted them. And then I brought them to Cyprus. Woo! And I had no idea how to run a swap. And then we decided to just like put one together, and we saw that people liked it. And yeah, it started from there, and we did more and more and more, and it became a thing. The basic idea behind the swaps is that people have clothes at home that they no longer want or wear, and they no longer love them. And everybody does. I mean, things fall out of fashion, or you grow a size, or you lose weight. We decided that the stuff that we have at home have value. So like, you bring in your clothes, I give you your tokens, which is your currency for the swap. You pay like a symbolic €5 entry fee, and you just walk in and you see what other people have brought. And then you can go and pick and choose items that you then want to adopt and take into your wardrobe. Motivo means pattern in Greek. I write it with an omega at the end, because when you spell words in Greek, there's 2 O's. So the omega shows action, and the reason we write it with the omega is because we want to activate people. So the basic idea was that we would sort of grow into a clothing brand, but we found that the events and the community were more important to us. So we do little capsule collections from time to time. I have a really good collaborator currently. His name is Ioannis Tsartsidis. He's an extremely talented fashion designer, and together we've done already 2 collections. The first collection was bucket hats. We made 40 hats, they're all sold out. And now we decided to expand with our fall collection and create some vests, 10 unique vests that were built from scratch using fully upcycled materials. Camouflage, some of it was dyed as well, pink or purple or blue. And the whole purpose of that is that we want to wash away the stigma of war from it and the stigma of the division of the island. We wanted to become quite floral and quite queer and quite gender bent. And we want to put a punch of color in it and make it something that people are actually proud to wear.
When I was 8 years old, we moved back to Cyprus and we went to school there. I actually grew up in a village, hence why I have a passion for cultural heritage and traditions. I came back to the UK for studies and work. So that's when I grew a bigger interest in sustainable fashion, and then I decided that I want to contribute and become a more active activist. So I contacted Fashion Revolution, which is an NGO that fights for a more transparent and fairer fashion industry. It's a global NGO based in the UK. There's 100 fashion revolutions around the world, and there is a small team in Cyprus, which I'm very, very proud to be a part of. It was really nice to see that people were interested in this topic and wanted to learn more, hence why I continue doing it, and I do it through the Fashion Heritage Network Cyprus as well. Fashion Heritage Network Cyprus is a creative youth network focused on preserving Cypriot cultural heritage through sustainable fashion and art by engaging with young creatives. It was created 3 years ago as a collaboration with the Royal Commonwealth Society here in the UK. So essentially what we do as a network, we bring together a group of emerging Cypriot fashion designers who are based in Cyprus or abroad, and we challenge them to create new zero waste and sustainable fashion designs inspired by Cypriot cultural heritage and made in a sustainable manner. We showcase their work through fashion exhibitions, so we strive to make an impact on the island, to bring the youth closer to their cultural heritage, to appreciate it, to see the beauty of it. So the Revive fashion exhibition we did this year in Nicosia at the Gardens for the Future, we tried to make it into like a mini festival as well to engage even more with the audience. And because of this massive success of our Revive exhibition, we had approximately 700 guests. We had great media exposure, both on TV, newspapers and magazines. So I think that's what led to our invitation to exhibit at the Cyprus Embassy in London. So the Revive London exhibition took place in September 2023 at the Cyprus High Commission, and we were able to bring all the garments from Cyprus and exhibit the work of all our fashion designers and visual artists. It was an amazing opportunity to connect with fashion people and Cypriots of the diaspora. They were very, very emotional and very happy that we have young creatives in Cyprus who care about their cultural heritage and also care about sustainability as well. And they also see the connection between sustainability and cultural heritage, as our ancestors in Cyprus used to live a sustainable life, and we're kind of bringing those ideas back into our daily lives now with this creative project.
I studied in the UK, in Bristol, fashion textiles, and during my studies I did internship in Amsterdam at Iris van Herpen and Ronald van der Kemp, where we work on pieces for Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, Michelle Obama. It was a very exciting time. After that, I worked with two incredible artists, Dutch Glue, where I developed my skills in photography and digital editing. After watching the movie A Plastic Ocean, I realized how responsible we are, and I am, that everything we do has impact on the planet. Every choice we make is important. And I start using materials that they are either from waste, either they can biodegrade. First, I take the photos that inspire me. I do digital collage and I create the artwork. Then I print this artwork into material that is made out of recycled plastic bottles. I collaborate with a company in the UK that they collect the plastic bottles, they cut it into small pieces, they melt it, and they create the yarn. And then they do the woven fabrics. The first collection is called The Land of Decomposition, which is inspired from the wastelands landscapes in Cyprus. I took photos of the trash, I did a digital collage, and then I print them into fabric that is out of recycled plastic bottles. I have 3 scarves here. The first one is the Red Forest, which I'm really excited that it traveled all around the world. It went in Los Angeles with a famous couture collector, Frederick Robertson. It be worn by Sophie Hadjibandeli in a TV show, and it traveled also to Zurich with the incredible Miss Fame. The second collection is called Harvesting Memories. It's actually shown my father picking up pomegranates. The first scarf with the figure of my father is called Fatherhood. The second one is the hand. It's called the hand because you see the actual hand, like the hand that holds the pomegranate, where I wanted to show the process of picking up pomegranates. You have to do it slowly, one by one. It's something that you cannot do in a rush. And the third one is called Heritage, the one I'm wearing here, that you can see the actual pomegranates on it combined with traditional Cypriot textiles. So here we have the fatherhood kaftan dress that you can actually see the figure of my father picking up pomegranates. And you can see the collage with the traditional Cypriot textiles from Lefkara on this side and on that side. On this kaftan dress, I play a lot with the color. Like color is so important on this dress because I was trying to combine the greens with the yellow, the purple with the pink. And even if it's too colorful, I think there's a balance on it. I'm really excited for 2024. I have like 4 upcoming new collaborations, and it's also gonna featuring some beautiful locations in Cyprus, which is part of my vision. Like I really want to celebrate the beauty of Cyprus, the heritage of our culture around the world, and that makes me really proud and grateful that I get to do that with my work.
We sort of lost it because we are looking at the trends coming in from abroad. So if you look at our high streets, there's not a lot of local brands around. There's a lot of fast fashion. There's a lot of brands from abroad. We look to wear what's trending worldwide, and we don't really understand that the most sustainable thing that you can buy is actually made locally. And we are disconnected with the making process and how long it takes for a garment to be made as well because of that. But I think people are waking up to it.
I think most of the people will support more, will understand what's going on.
I think it will look very different. I think we'll start to rent clothes more, and more designers, they will focus on sustainability because there's no other option.
We really need to focus on repairing, mending, using what we have, swapping clothes, just giving it a new life and just minimizing consumption.
Be open-minded, educate yourself, go to seminars, watch movies, read books, talk about it, and be open to change your behaviors, change your habits.
We're catching up, but it's slow and small and gradual. And it's going at an island pace, just like everything in Cyprus. So we'll see. It's exciting and hopeful.